Welcome back to FIDE Grand Prix. I'm one Grandmaster Dina Belenkaya, and today we have in our studio Anish Giri, who has just finished his game that ended in a draw against Amin Tabatabai. Anish, welcome back. You've been a commentator and a columnist in UN Chess. Please tell me, do you do it as a passion, or let's say when analyzing games, especially in written form, does help you to investigate different subjects in chess science?
Yeah, I think it's called a contributing editor. I'm not exactly a columnist, I don't have a column. But yeah, I've been writing a lot for UN Chess also before, and still I annotate games for ChessBase. I started doing that, I was asked, and I thought it's a great opportunity to analyze the games and contribute to famous magazines that I was reading myself. And it changed a lot at some point as I started playing against the players whose games I commentate. Because before I was kind of very, very honest, sharing what I think. And as someone who is really detached, you can say certain opinions, but if you are involved, they actually seem like insults because they're like about people that you sort of compete with. So I kind of stopped writing articles and just focus now on the chess part of the games. Started giving much less opinion in general on things, also because, if I think I have something valuable, some valuable thought, I maybe keep it for myself. So the nature of that changed a lot, but I still really enjoy commentating games. I wouldn't call it passion, it's more of a thing that sort of remains, like this bone, in humans, they have this bone that just sort of, the tail is gone, but the bone remains. It's a bit similar, that I still keep commentating these games. It does, what is interesting is that when you annotate the game, you go a little deeper than when you just look at it. When you try to explain something to someone, then you have to understand things a bit better. And okay, it's probably good for me that every now and then I commentate a couple of games and go a little deeper into the games than usual. And as these are the games of people I play against, it's also quite interesting to try and get deeper behind their thought process.
And when you're commentating, let's say on tournaments in some video formats, is it more like a passion for you, or you generally, let's say, interested in the
or
chess
is for money,
part?
you mean? Well,
okay, let me put it another way. Is it more like an entertainment, like you enjoy spending time in it as an entertainment, or it's more like a passion for chess?
I definitely like watching games and talking about it. So if I wasn't interested in that, I wouldn't do it, because even though they pay really well, still probably it's like not the most efficient way for me to spend my time. But I would watch the games anyway, so I like to commentate. And how much I enjoy it depends a bit on the game, on the people I commentate with. I always enjoy it, but sometimes the game is such and the conversation is such that you do feel that there are more efficient ways to spend your time, and that's a feeling that I really dislike. At the same time, when games are interesting or the conversation is very interesting, then I feel very engaged and I enjoy it a lot. But as a professional commentator, when you like work, not just as a guest, but when you like commentate, like I was commentating the World Championship match, you really get both of these things. So at some point there are chunks where basically I do feel that it's too long because not much is happening. And but to be fair, this match was quite exciting, the World Championship match, and towards the end, there's a lot of good content there.
And when you're being just a simple viewer, who is your favorite chess commentator, and not necessarily that person being a streamer, but purely chess commentary?
That's a good question. Back in the day, my favorite commentating team was Trent and Gustafsson. I mean, it's like a comedy show. It was so good. It was just like a professional comedy show next to chess.
Like Samai?
No, Samai is supposed to be professional, but no. It's like different. Basically, they are amateurs, but it looks professional, while with Samai it's the way around. He's a professional, but he always looks like an amateur. I don't know if you had seen his stand-up routines. I wasn't able to watch many, but once he uploaded something on his YouTube channel, some stand-up routine, and God, it was so terrible. It was really bad. It's exactly how I expected it to be, actually. But yeah, for sure, he's a great entertainer. But back to chess. Of course, Sagar Shah commentaries, I really enjoy it. Actually, I genuinely enjoy it. So I remember watching Speed Chess Championship amongst lower-rated players. I think it was probably Harika against Kostyniuk, multiple matches like that. And generally, I wouldn't follow them this closely because the format is quick. They are not showing many interesting opening ideas, and so I would like. But I really enjoyed the show so much. I mean, also they played actually really, really good chess, both Harika and Kostyniuk. But the commentary was so good that I just watched the show. So I like that as well. And now Svidler and Gustafsson is a good combo as well. I also like Peter Liko. Yeah, I like many actually. Tanya Sajdev, also very good commentator. Always pleasant to listen to British people. Joanka is very good. Ginger GM, David Howell. And of course the broadcast of the Meltwater as well. So the David, Joanka, and Kaya. Yeah, a lot of actually almost all the broadcasts I really like. Very rarely you get combinations usually where people don't really fit well with each other. Rarely that happens. But with so many professional events right now and so much playing activity, the broadcasts, they've tested things out, and by now they've come to some really good combinations, I think. And yeah, most of the broadcasts right now, I think I would really enjoy watching them.
My final question for today, how do people usually react when you tell them you're a chess player and obviously they do not have anything to do with chess?
Yeah, they like, retweet, and comment usually. That's how they react.
That's a perfect way to end our conversation. Thank you, Anish.
Perfect way to react as well. Thank you.